Welcome back, viewers. If you're wondering why I'm starting up on the load screen, I wanted to show this right here off. As you can see, I did a couple hours worth of money grinding, just because I knew this section coming up. Not this section here, but one that's coming up fairly soon is going to need a fuck ton of gil. Something else of note, Sid got his level 2 limit break through grinding, and a lot of materias leveled up, because I've got double AP on essentially everything. Most importantly, I have Demi 3 now. This is going to be extremely useful for this section. Let's see, that's actually going to be close to mastering, so I won't have to worry about Chocomog much anymore. And I've got Chocobo Lore almost mastered. Now, something to note, and I'm not going to Coral quite yet, because I do have a couple things that I forgot to do last scene, is first things first, you want to come up here before going anywhere else. Now that you have the airship, you want to fly around here until you can find this. This area is going to be very important soon enough. But for the time being, let's go on and run in here. And if you came here very first, before even going to the middle region, this will actually be a blue chocobo, and he'll drop a chocobo lore instead of a enemy skill. You can only get that chocobo lore if you come here directly after you get the airship. If you come here after you hit the middle region, it will be the green chocobo, and you can no longer get that choco lore. But you really only need one anyways. Next stop, back to the middle region, or I will show y'all a couple things. First things first is the middle region is where I did my money grinding. Every enemy setup that you can get in this area will drop anywhere between 1,200 to 4,000 gil. So this is a pretty good place to money grind at this point in the game. But more importantly, there is an item that I have missed earlier. You want to come into this house, and on the bed there is an elixir. Now just leave. Wait a minute. Did you take something just now? Yeah, I took it, old man. It's mine now. We'll let him use it. Yeah, if you say, no, I didn't take it, he'll call you a liar and take it away from you, so you'll lose that elixir. Yes, I just spent a minute coming all the way back to the Mid-El region just to get an elixir. And, yeah. Let's see. Oh, something extremely important, which I should have showed off earlier. Contain is all the way up to Flare now. So I have the second most powerful spell and the third most powerful spell accessible to me at this point. We will be getting the third most powerful spell extremely soon. Like, in this next scene, soon. At this point, you can actually go to one of two places. You can either go to Fort Condor and get another summon, or you can come over here to Coral and get the most powerful magic-based spell out there. And by magic-based, I mean most powerful green materia out there. The Ultima materia. Now then, I would highly suggest saving before coming into this area, because you are timed, and if you fail to make it before the time limit, you will not get the Ultima materia. Or you may actually get it, I'm not sure. Either way, we've got some stuff that you won't be able to get if you fail to stop the train in time. So, back across the train tracks. Let's go, Sid. Big reason why I'm not going to be using Sid's triple AP weapon unless my materia count is gonna go down, which it should fairly soon, because a few of them are actually getting fairly close to mastered. Like, take the original spell materials that I had way back in the beginning of the game. I got Fire, Earth, and Light. No, not Fire, Earth, and Lightning. Ice, Earth, and Lightning up to level 3 now. until those are getting fairly close to being mastered. But until my materia count starts going down, the triple AP weapon for Sid isn't as useful as the double AP weapon that I have equipped to him right now. In fact, Sid's is the most powerful double AP weapon out there. It's surprising, I know, but it is true. These guys I'm just not going to bother fighting because, yeah, I'm going to be doing all of my money grinding off screen. It is a 2 to 3 hour grind just to get 200,000 gil that I have now. Well, the extra 200,000 that I was at before, I should say. But for now, we got some people to save and battles to get into, apparently. Yay! Now I could go through the trouble of getting enemy skills, but all of the mopping up will be at the very end, like say getting everybody's ultimate weapons that I skipped over, or getting the rest of the enemy skills. It's all just going to be done at the very absolute end of the Let's Play, like right before the final boss kind of thing. It'll be done after I get my materias mastered twice, because once I do that, I'm going to be going through the trouble of converting them into master materias and taking on the weapons. And of course, one last battle right before I get into the area. If y'all are curious as to what high jump is regular jump, only hits all enemies and suffers no split damage. You guys are going to fuck you up. Now I can actually see what H.C. Bailey was talking about with this, because these people are really fucking small. But more importantly, let's just go on and straight up attack. I would actually suggest, before doing the Chocobo side quests, like getting all the Chocobos and all that fun stuff, I would highly suggest getting both Flare and having both Flare and just level 1 Comet, and just to show off high jump. It's pretty much exactly like the regular jump limit break, only it hits all enemies. But like I was saying, you want to have Flare, that way you can one-shot a few enemies, and Comet, that way you can one-shot a couple enemies. Well, one-shot a enemy, and Comet, that way you can one-shot an enemy. Because, yeah, getting the wonderful and great Chocobos, you pretty much have to one-shot enemies at the very beginning of the battle, because those enemies actually hold some pretty high health, so these spells are going to be very useful for getting them. Boneheads, huh? Yeah, let's get that huge materia, Yuffie. Once again, like I said, I will be going through the trouble of getting all the huge materias. Hey, it's Fat Albert. Lol. So this section can be kind of confusing, what you gotta do, and it'll explain it. You need to stop the train before it crashes into coral, or you'll lose both the huge materia and the other thing. But anyways, for this section you need to hit the 2 levers, which would include having hit both up and X and down and triangle at the same time. So you do this over and over and over, and you will end up getting it eventually. Just gotta hit it as fast as you can without losing rhythm. There we go. Come on, catch up. I should have enough time, hopefully, especially since I got my people up a few levels and I've got Demi 3 to really take out one of the enemies that's coming up. It's the enemy that I was saying that has the, the extremely high defense. And I mean extremely high defense. Without Demi, you're gonna end up doing maybe 100 damage to it, if that. It's insane. But with Demi, no matter what level of Demi you have, you should be able to take down its defense. Smog Alert can be quite annoying, but meh. It gives me sadness, free sadness at that. In fact, Sadness and Fury are the only enemy skills that actually stay with your party members after the battle. Now, since I am still fairly low leveled, I'm going to want to find whoever is the right person and heal. Next battle, I'm going to want to do a either beta or some other summon, because yeah, we got two of these guys now. Get off beta. Well, yes, I can. Don't be a dick. Good boy. Stop being the dick. Don't kill him. You're a dick. Fine. Still gonna beta your ass. Bam. Oh shit, they didn't die. Go on beta and just overkill. I'll revive Sid, but something definitely to note, viewers, you're going to want to be sure you know who you have Demi on. Because Demi, you're going to want to use it pretty much at the beginning of the battle. Alright, let's try this again. Phoenix, there we go. High Potion, there we go. And this is the battle I was talking about. Very nasty enemy. The Iron Giant. This guy in Final Fantasy lore is the absolute most difficult. He does some serious fucking damage. But start off the battle with Demi. It'll take off 3/4 of his health if you've got Demi 2 or Demi 3. And more importantly, it'll bring down his defense. See, I just did regular damage. Otherwise, he's got near perfect defense. And that is pretty much the sole purpose of having Demi in this entire game. That is all I will ever use it for. But let's also go on and show off Flare, because Flare's pretty damn awesome. Hey, Alexander and Titan level. Very nice. Yeah, I'll go and heal. Because we do have a sub-boss coming up right after a regular enemy. Absolutely. Oh wait, no, this is the sub-boss. So yeah, we'll start off with Flare. Basically start off with the absolute strongest spells you have. We're gonna want to do as much damage to this bitch as possible. Which is why I actually bothered upgrading Contain, because Flare is extremely strong at this point. Once again, the Demi will only work once and then it does shit for damage, so just switch over to your level 3 other spell. And you can actually, I do have Cure all the way up, so I can use Regen or Cure 3 if I feel like it, but more importantly, it's dead. Something to note, Demi takes off 1/4, 1/2, or 3/4 of its current HP, so if you did some damage previous to that, it will do less damage to it overall. And one last fight before we have to stop the train. or before we get to stop the train, but this guy's a fucking pushover. We're just gonna go on and Quake 3 is, or not. Fine. I'll go on and show off Comet 2 then. Be a dick. Comet 2 is, like I said, pretty much exactly like Meteorite. It does multiple hits, but you cannot choose who it hits. It hits all enemies. And now we can stop the train. Usually, I actually got through the section much faster than what I normally do. Usually I've got 2 minutes left on the clock. And stopping the train actually is not all that hard to do. And this is what the section that I was thinking of, that you gotta hit buttons at the same time. And down and X. And up and triangle will stop the train. If these people would shut the fuck up. And there we go. We win. Yeah, all in all, that very last section where you got to stop the train actually will only take up 30 seconds, if that. But more importantly, we get the huge materia, and if we come down here, talk to a few people here, a few here. Hey, let me. There we go. Thank you for letting me through, asshole. More importantly, if you talked to that kid earlier, you'd get where the hell this came from, but the kid was trying to get something deep inside the well. Now, we don't find out what the hell it actually is until now, and it is the Ultima spell. If you successfully stop the train, we will get said Ultima spell. Now, while this is the strongest magic that you can possibly get in this entire game, it actually is not worth the MP cost as far as I'm concerned. It does hit all enemies, I think, but it's really only useful against a few bosses that actually have multiple areas to damage. I need to come in here to talk to this lady. After you stop the train, if you have Barrett in your party, you will receive the Catastrophe, which is Barrett's ultimate limit break. Yeah, that is it. That covers this scene. So we will actually see y'all next time when we go to Fort Condor. You know what, I'll just go on and fly over there now, then save and quit. Then after Fort Condor, we get Cloud back. Yay! Then after Fort Condor, we actually also get to do the ungodly grind for the freaking golden chocobo. So go on and just land here. And we, however, yeah, I got about 10,000. So anyways, we'll go on and see y'all next time. Gotta save, but we will, like I said, see y'all next time. Cheers, viewers.